Camilo from Bogota, Colombia. Welcome to Washington, and welcome to this conversation. Tell us a little bit about Lorapp. It's fascinating. I mean, you've created something that's so multi-purpose for so many, not just students, but for so many people. And I think that the green component is so important. Welcome, and tell us a little bit about the
Thank you. Well, the problem, this is born from the photocopies that Latin American students are using today to study in their university. There are millions of students using every day a lot of photocopies for each of their classes. And these photocopies do not profit the publishers and authors who create that content. At the long term, this will only be a damage to the publishing industry. So what we do is to create a web platform where students can rent digital chapters of educational books on demand. This allows them to pay just for the part of the book they need and just for the time they need it at really affordable prices. This is similar in price as a photocopy, which means that they can pay the same, but instead in a legal way. All this allows them to access the content that they are accessing illegally today in a way that gives money to the authors and publishers.
That's fantastic. And you have it working now in Bogota and Colombia, and you see this expanding throughout the region? I mean, it's got so much potential to expand around the world. But
This is particularly special in Latin America. And the reason is that this problem is shared by most Latin American countries, and also with some parts of Asia and Eastern Europe. But Latin America has a very homogeneous problem in the whole country. So this is going from Colombia to other countries around.
that's fantastic. And this is such a strong, powerful thing for students and for millennials, not just university students, but also students who are studying in high school as well. And do you see other generations, using this? Do you see it being used apart from students?
I think that what's the most beautiful of this is that these new generations are the most propense or allowed to use this because they have grown with technology and they are very familiar with the digital scene, much more than people who grew with paper. Aside from students, there is also a market in employees and companies where they have seen this as an opportunity to educate their workers through our platform, to give them access to contents that they usually don't need a whole book, but just a little piece of it.
That's fantastic. That's very interesting that you said that these are people that have grew up with technology. So they're technology natives, not technology immigrants. I think that's fantastic. I mean, so everybody should check out Lorapps. I mean, check it out at the App Store and download it. How can we get this out?
You can get it at lorapp.com. We're right now in a beta where students can get on a waiting list to wait to January when we will be opening it for all of them.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.